You're ancient. Not you specifically. You're brand new, soft-bodied, and barely functioning. But your kind? Well, dinosaurs looked up to you. Literally. Scorpions have been scuttling around for over 400 million years, and somehow evolution said, yeah, this works, and hit copy-paste on your whole vibe. But don't let the badass lineage fool you. Being born a scorpion? It's a nightmare wrapped in an exoskeleton. No warm welcome, no gentle lullabies. Just a cold, uncaring world and a dozen siblings who'd rather climb over your face than say hello. Welcome to life. Hope you like claws. You don't hatch. You burst. Sort of. 1 second you're floating in a gooey sack inside your mom's belly. The next, you're shoved out into the world, blinking under the moonlight with legs that don't even know how to leg yet. You're not alone. Around a dozen of your brothers and sisters are doing the same squirmy shuffle, and none of you have a plan. You can't even walk properly, and already the clock is ticking. The desert doesn't care that you're new here. Temperatures swing like mood swings on caffeine, predators are sniffing around, and you're basically a fleshy snack with legs. Luckily, your mom isn't totally useless. In fact, she's kind of a tank. She's been stinging and snapping her way through the night for years. And now, she crouches down and lets all of you climb onto her back like some kind of exoskeletal Uber. It's the only safe place in a world built to kill tiny, edible things like you. But safety is temporary. Up there, riding high like a baby warlord, you learn the first rule of being a scorpion. Trust no one, especially your siblings. They'll crawl over your face without a second thought. Some might even start biting if they get desperate. You're not a family. You're a moving buffet. Your mother moves carefully, avoiding threats, hunting food, and making sure none of you fall off. But she's not going to babysit forever. After about a week, her patience and your free ride run out. You've grown just enough to molt for the first time, shedding your skin like a tiny ninja peeling off bad armor. And just like that, you're off her back and on your own. No more free meals, no more protection. You are now 100% self-owned. And your first mission? Don't die. It's a low bar. Most of your siblings won't make it. Some will starve. Others will get eaten. A few might just fall into a crack and never be heard from again. The world doesn't care. And now, neither does your mom. You're on your own, little nightmare. You're officially solo now. No more piggyback rides. No more free lunches. Just dirt, darkness, and an ever-present feeling that something wants to eat you. You start small. Ants. Beetles. Things you can overpower with a single pincer and a slightly confused sting. Your venom isn't legendary yet. It's more like a strong, please stop than a murder weapon. But it gets the job done. Usually, hunting is less about brute force and more about patience. You learn to wait. Still as stone. Legs tucked, pincers spread, tail coiled like a loaded spring. You don't move. You vibe. Hours pass. The desert breathes. Then, movement. Something scuttles by. Too fast. You flinch. You miss. And you go hungry. But every fail is fuel. You get quicker, smarter, and hungrier. You start figuring out the grounds. Cracks in the rocks, cool hideouts under logs, the way the air shifts when prey is near. You become a shadow, a whisper, a tiny armored nightmare with anger issues. By now, you've molted a few times. Each time, you shed your past like an old hoodie that doesn't fit anymore. Your body hardens. Your venom gets spicier. You're no longer snack-sized. You're a snack with issues. Still, it's not all glow-up. You have rivals. Other scorpions who see your hiding spot and think that looks cozy and want it. Fights are quick, vicious, and full of flailing limbs. Pincers clash, tails strike. It's a dance of pain, and the music is "I Will Survive," but screamed instead of sung. And let's talk about food. Sometimes you go days without a meal. Sometimes you risk everything for a spider that turns out to be way more caffeinated than you expected. Sometimes you eat your own kind. Don't act shocked. You wouldn't be the first scorpion to say, "Hey sibling, remember when we shared mom's back?" Well, now I'd like to share your legs. Predators don't make it easier. Birds, snakes, even mammals like meerkats. Everyone wants a crunchy, venomous snack. You've got armor. Sure, but you're not invisible. Every day is a game of hide, seek, and please, don't eat me. And through it all, you keep growing. You get faster, meaner, better. That tail? It's now a proper weapon. One sting and a cricket does the full death flop in under 3 seconds. Satisfying. You're not just surviving, you're dangerous. But deep in the dirt, something's changing. A new kind of hunger. Not food. Something weirder. You've hit puberty. And if you thought surviving was tough, wait till you try dating. It starts weird. You molt one day and suddenly everything smells different. You don't know why, but the dirt feels more romantic. You're restless, moody. Your tail twitches for no reason. You pick fights with rocks. Everything annoys you, including other scorpions, especially other scorpions. And then comes the urge, that primal, confusing itch to find a mate. You don't understand it, but you know you need to dance. Scorpion romance is less hearts and flowers and more high-stakes fencing match. First, you do a little dance. Literally. You grab your potential mate by the pincers and start a weird little promenade, twirling, tugging, trying to convince them you're not about to eat them. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you both try to kill each other halfway through. If it goes well, you find a flat surface, plant your little love packet on the ground, and gently guide your partner over it. It's bizarre. It's awkward. It's weirdly sweet for two venomous stab monsters, and then you leave. Fast, because she might eat you. Post-date cannibalism, not ideal. Still, if you're lucky, you pass on your genes. Mission accomplished. You've officially entered adulthood. But life doesn't slow down. Bigger predators still stalk the night. You're not as spry as you used to be. Your joints ache, your strikes slow. You've avoided death 100 times, but eventually it catches up. No fanfare, no funeral, just one less stinger in the sand. But somewhere, under a rock, one of your awkward little spawn is learning to molt through their own terrible puberty. The cycle continues. Being a scorpion isn't about glory, it's about endurance. From birth to death, everything's out to get you, including your date. There's no comfort, no backup plan, just claws, venom, and pure willpower. It's brutal. It's lonely. And yet somehow, you made it work, because that's just what scorpions do.